And we're back! What the hell was I doing? Who does? Shut up, Doug. Oh my god, my loud ass on this game is just loud in every regard. We're gonna head to the strip. If I remember correctly, we need to complete our debt collection. We need a robot or something from Cerulean Robotics. Let's go check out Cerulean before we head out. Cerulean Robotics. Before we go see. Pay our 4,000 to get onto the damn strip. Oh, my eyes!
I need to stop drinking.
You too, huh? Where would Cerulean Robotics be?
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
Lasers, plasma,
It's back this way, isn't it? Yeah, let's back out.
Get lucky? Head
Anyways.
back to the Atomic Wrangler.
I forgot how loud this shit is. Good Christ. Just marching through my 260. This is like a train depot. What the heck? The factory? Alright, quantum. Look at that. Oh, this is a robotic station. This is the NCR food depot. Robotics further? Yes, it is. Over here. A lot of squatters around these parts. Y'all notice that? Holy crunchy footsteps. Door's locked, huh? Guess that's why this place hasn't been looted. I have the catapult equipped. What do I have the catapult equipped?
Over here!
I mean, whatever. What did you say? Lights on.
Help me out!
Anyways, the man that didn't want to fight. Is there a robot? Average, huh? Ooh, we only got 50. I bet when we level up, we'll have enough.
Lucky what we have here,
Hello?
ladies. Another unsuspecting ponce.
Whoa!
Run!
I've got you now.
Fucking army. Cool. Just attacked by an army of old ladies.
Anybody there?
There's more? Oh shit!
Well, that's the end of that.
Yeah, you're right about that. What is going on here? Old women? There's an army of old ladies out here. Anybody know? Just the average distance of carrying cigarettes. Tons of cigarettes. Switcher blades, rolling pins. Rancorous Ruth. I mean, we certainly did a number on us. Hey, I'm not trying to talk to you, bro. The NCR Ranger talks more than this trooper. Trooper doesn't say shit. Light myself on one.
got it covered.
I don't think we're gonna find a password for a terminal anywhere around here. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna check my damn skill. But of course. Great. Yeah, fantastic. I gotta have a magazine or something to boost this shit. Perfect. Startling. No. Snake-like. Sterilize. Okay, sterilize. 5, huh? What word has a lot of letters that look like sterilize? Sterilize replenish. Dead removed. Dead removed. Dead removed. Dead removed. Dead removed. Isolation? No. Searching? Terrified. Sterilize. 4 of 9, okay. I think S is in there somewhere. No, not searching. ST. Grappling amplifies. Is he a sacrifice or healthy? Okay, sacrifice. We're diagnostic. Routine accepted. Oh, huh. Well, hello there.
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting for duty.
That's a mouthful. Yeah, Vista.
Yes, sir. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
Well, I mean, I don't want to give him a defaulty robot, so a defective robot, so why not?
Servos active.
Might as well test it out. Yeah, that doesn't sound very healthy for my asshole.
Operation complete. Thank you for your business.
Brother, my legs.
Numbness will subside in several minutes. Awaiting further orders.
Alright, well, report to the atomic regulator. James Garrett is your new.
Yes, sir.
I think I've got my prostate jackhammered. Why are you sighing, man? Guess he wasn't a fan of us operating with the sex bot. Perfect. Now we can head to the strip. Oh my god, you hear that gunfire? Get him, boy, get him. Get him. Come on, get him. Come on, get him. Ooh. Walked him down like a dog. This is it. The big strip.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
What's that for?
Admission to the strip requires an official passport or proof that you are carrying the required minimum balance. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering and ensure a good time will be had by all who enter the strip.
4,000 caps? That's crazy. How do you even get a passport?
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Nice. Can't believe it. We finally made it here. The motherfucking strip. No, that's just gonna be copyrighted.
That's it, keep moving.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Finally made it to the fucking end game. Not even close. This place looks amazing. Where do I start?
The place to get started is Lucky 38. See that big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner? That's where you find Mr. House, New Vegas's head honcho. And he's itching to make your acquaintance.
Really? Why is a robot passing up his invitation?
Well, now, it was Mr. House that made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I can do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
Hey.
Those last 5 shots were a bad idea.
Can I have
It's
words
good
with your
to see you
commanding
around the
officer
strip.
after this?
Why do they call it a monorail? It's a train. Train. Have half a mind.
I've got the monorail back.
Sweat it off.
We leaving already?
Well, drunk soldiers. Everyone's favorite.
Step up to the table.
Come on,
Let's
come
see what
on.
you got.
Time.
Gamblers.
About to change, I can feel.
Alright.
I swear, the monorail is just
Wanna
ahead.
dance it?
NCR Rangers deserve all my praise.
Oh yeah, I do have a couple rangers.
Don't give us
Glad you
any
acknowledge it.
trouble now.
Alright, ass clown. You're the one who wants to be hunted down.
Huh. So the Garrett sent you to track me down? What a joke.
I'm ready to collect.
I'd rather not waste the ammo, kid.
That's quit.
Contact.
No, man, I don't use that, but. What prone? At least you're lying on the ground when you die. First time on the strip.
Homicide is a serious offense.
Is it? You gonna stop me?
Stand tall and walk straight. You idiots are giving us a bad name.
That's it. This is the big bad bounty hunter. Good texture.
Come to get fleeced like a bighorn.
Well, he said this big man honcho is here to meet us. Well, you might as well meet him.
Well, howdy, partner.
Alright, thank you. I go where I please, attack. Alright, I had it myself.
Come back.
Y'all gotta wait out here.
Be advised, visitors will be held responsible for the behavior of any robots accompanying them.
Is that so? I'll be sure to remember that. We are on the strip, bro. We might as well switch to something nicer. Alright, maybe we won't. At least we'll take our helmet off, but we're gonna meet Mr. House. Who's been sending that robot to hound us for the last 50 years? Oh boy, you got a whole army. What are you making noise for? Oh, where what?
Where to, partner?
Fucking penthouse, I guess. I thought this place is locked tight. No one's seen this dude for like 200 years or something.
Come now. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh boy. Hang on, there's a female here.
Well, hello, sugar.
Who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
Hey. Alright, we'll talk to her later. Okay, that's bro.
Hello.
Whole side of New Vegas around here. And the moon reflecting through the roof. And the ground floor being the outdoor. Something's not right. Oh. Hello.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well.
Yeah, we've walked a long
I
ass
have to
path.
ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
This place is a fucking oasis in a desert. Yeah, I guess I've never seen anything like this place. Nothing really. We've been to multiple shitholes, and nothing exactly like this. Bedazzling, glowing jewel. It shines everywhere. You can see it. It's also centrally located on the map, so that's what you know.
Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind.
Not particularly. I
What
wish
you
you
see
read
down
out
on
like
the
this.
strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet more than an echo. I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring
it's not
to
just
the
the
Lucky
lights on.
38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress.
Well, what's the VIP treatment? Well, like I got shot delivering your package. What exactly do you want?
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Alright, well, let's get down to business.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of
I don't think that's me,
extraordinary
bro.
value from me, and I want it recovered.
An employee?
Simple enough.
Yeah, I'd like to ask some questions.
What did you wish to know?
Tell me about... How come we just know it's Benny? What terms are you offering?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
Your chip out of luck. Holy hell, I gotta say it.
Is that an attempt at humor? I've always taken business negotiations very seriously. I advise you to do the same.
Sure, bro. I'll take your original offer. Damn it.
Well
Not
enough.
if it does.
Return to me when you have...
I got some other questions.
What?
How do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy.
Love it.
Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
These guys don't take orders from you?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity.
Like gotcha players.
Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second in command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee.
Not a person
Do your
you can
best to convince him that
convince.
you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
Alright. You can't tell him?
By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him.
Okay. So we got... How about a diplomatic approach? You want this guy brought here alive, hogtied?
If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private.
Okay. Any ideas to catch him off guard besides setting him up to the 13th suite?
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door.
If you say so. Well, how about this Benny character in the first place, bro? What exactly... How did he even know I had the chip? What's going on with that?
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago.
And so he's a leader.
Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened.
Protege? What do you need a protege for?
To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along, a more than suitable replacement.
Why did he betray you? I guess he just wanted more power than you?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
You call them wastelanders. You don't gotta call them a tribal workforce, but hey.
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean?
No, you.
Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best.
You need a signal booster
Victor's
that.
combat algorithms
You'd be able to cover the
determine
entire
the proper
hall then.
course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed. What else did you want to know?
What is this damn fucking ship?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world.
No shit.
It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
Is that so? How about you, loose lips out there, Captain?
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
Data processor? Also, yeah, if it's valuable, why you only said one dude? I guess if you don't want to attract attention and make it a bit more auspicious.
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them, dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach.
Oh, so you did screen.
Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, this is important, attack this.
And would they be
I
able
didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home.
Neither of those should be a problem, especially the Bahama. Also, how come you didn't send the tops? Do you think he has an escape route somewhere?
Frontal assaults on casinos, not good for business.
Well, I could do that.
In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it.
Oh wow, so your ship's
Our foremost
completely
advantage is that Benny doesn't know
not durable.
that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it.
Alright. So, who are you exactly? I know you're like 200 years old.
I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip.
Are you proprietor of
I
the entire
oversaw
strip?
the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The three
2274?
families are my employees.
Why did it take so
Before
long
the
to
Great
get this shit
War
up and
of
running?
2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
You appear to be a computer.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon.
Yeah, unless you're a ghoul or a supercomputer, buddy, how exactly are you 200 years old?
I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks.
No, okay.
Perhaps after a decade or two of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself.
Doubtful. So, how did you establish New Vegas?
We can discuss this in greater detail at another time.
Yeah, that's true.
Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the Strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
And use that to keep going up. Don't you realize there's a war outside this place? I mean, you want your platinum chip, but how about everything else that's going on outside?
It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic.
Guess this is what I'm talking about.
Well enough.
Alright. So Mr. House also wants us to get this goddamn chip. Okay. That's not too bad. At least we can get paid. I mean, I got no use to this chip. Who know what the fuck it does?
Well, hello,
Who can ask
sugar.
Betty what it is?
Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Yeah. When you tell me about Vegas, young lady.
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the three families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
What about the three families?
They're just new money, sugar.
New money,
They
huh?
might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Swanky. How about the casinos themselves?
Of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are three open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gamora.
Lukes?
And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, sugar.
Can I gamble here?
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here. But why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know.
You got the ball moving?
And the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tech memorabilia.
Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop.
If you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop.
Okay, sure.
Anything you like, sugar.
We can talk about Hester House.
Why, sugar? He's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for
The
Mr.
fuck does
House,
that mean?
we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
I thought that was Todd Howard. Also, you saw you're pretty fucking fond of him.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here?
How do you even get the upper hand to
He
even take over this
single-handedly
place?
sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
Alright, I didn't realize fucking robots could get attachments.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
How do you put a brain inside a robot? This literally or figuratively? How do you copy over?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Yeah, I didn't want to think about that.
Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars, hmm?
Yeah, alright.
Anything?
What is this place? Like, we're in the penthouse and this is Lucky 38. Is this an old-ass casino? Is like a hidden vault underneath here? Like housing government agents or something, you know?
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino.
Resort?
Or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
For 200 years? Damn near 300, huh?
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
That cannot be your standard response. Well.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite.
High Roller
You can bring
Suite?
your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Yeah, fucking presidential suite. Cocktail lounge, huh? Hey, pre-war money, we need that. Anything here? Just a cocktail lounge? What was that? Test site. Huh. Nice. There's nothing in here? I said I haven't looked around anywhere else in this room. You think like a cocktail lounge would have more? It's just magazines. Not talking much, because there ain't much to talk about. I mean, nothing around this place. A briefcase, huh? That might be useful. No. Let's check out this presidential suite. Maybe I could find ditch some gear. Blah 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 blah. Clear the room. Blah 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 blah. Okay, you can put some stuff in. Oh, you can spend money. There goes all my money. Unique music in here. Oh boy. Back here's having problems, huh? That's a bounding room. Is this a teleporter? Oh, we can teleport here anytime we want. This makes a great player home then. If I can teleport here. Alright, alright. We can sleep, we can get... An office. Looks like all our gear goes in the other rooms. This is our bedroom, hey? Wardrobe. Double music of the lounge music and the fucking... This is awful. Holy shit. I gotta talk to this dickhead.
Where to, partner?
Anywhere but here.
Penthouse.
Can I talk to you about these damn snow globes?
Well, hello, sugar.
Yeah, what's with the snow globes?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes.
Why?
If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, in fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the lucky...
Oh, I already got that. Well, here.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful.
Oh, okay, I guess I have to give. What? 4,000 per snow globe? Well, in that case, since we just got 4,000, that should cover the cost
Where to,
of
partner?
fucking presidential suite. I was not expecting that much money. Good spending money. Oh wow, now the room is loaded up. No, maybe not. Oh my god, I can display guns. I can't really display anything because the fucking room bounding is fucked. Bunch of shit here, huh? I store stuff in here, can I like grab? Like... That's getting annoying as shit that this fucking is this broken. No way to fix that. Well, let's see if we can't store some stuff and put some stuff around before we head out and go blow up more shit.